And we're back in the game with some more Medieval 2 Total War, playing as the Byzantines. Right, we've been making some good progress against most of our enemies. The Poles up here, the Venetians over here, the Venetians and Papal States in Sicily over here, and the Sicilians down here. Unfortunately, most of our navies have been getting destroyed, but at least we are making progress on land. We're going to upgrade our Orthodox Abbey here, try to get some better priests, because our priests are basically terrible. We're trying to improve our economy. Our two best places for that are Constantinople and Thessalonica. And we've been defending against small Holy Roman Empire forces up here. We should be at an end turn point. And I forgot to move my diplomat. In fact, there's a Holy Roman Empire army there, which was facing in the opposite direction, still managed to besiege us. Alright. We're the strongest faction. France is the most advanced. We do have a new general who has taken over command of Constantinople. Nicaea is really not very happy. Their public order has gone down a lot. What happened there? We're not being besieged. Perhaps there's a spy in there. We can try once again to get some peace treaty with the Turks, who just aren't going for it. Construction, a couple of churches. Right, we did get a lot of ships, Corinth and Heraklion. Let's see if we can actually merge them up. We can. Okay. We did want to move out some of these troops. Let's put them on the ship and hopefully we can get them ashore in the next turn. Ooh, there's a big Milanese army coming up by ship to capture Durazzo. You wouldn't think the Milanese would have a particular beef with Durazzo, but it looks like they really do want it. Alright, General, come up to here. We'll give those cavalry units to you. We're not getting any free upkeep over here, are we? Not yet. Looks like, well, that's Halleck region. Can we even see what region this is? Kiev region. And it looks like the Poles have that region as well. We do have this general here. Pretty young. Let's take this general to the bridge. We're not getting any free upkeep over here, are we? Which isn't good. Right, can't recruit anything. Let's merge up. Right, retrain. Let's go ahead and do we have an extra priest over here? We do. Alright. Send them up to Bucharest. Send your priest up to Bran. And send yours up to Yassi. Now I think we were actually going to auto-resolve that one at the end of the last episode. However, the auto-resolve was not in our favour, so we'll probably go and attack them manually. Okay, the Venetians have pulled back, but there's a Sicilian force here, a decent sized force. Okay, we can at least get those cavalry units out, and we can see what they have, and we'll go in and kill them. And then I guess we'll have to go up to Vienna and relieve the siege there. Start deployment. Scythians over here. Byzantines over here. Right, into battle. We'll just ignore our reinforcements. They're only infantry, and very low tier infantry at that. We do have the high ground, it looks like. The enemy does have some archers, which they might try to push forwards. Alright, we've got the enemy forces within bow range. There is their Muslim archers are out ahead, but are also being backed up by these heavy infantry. We can at least do some damage with our cheap units. There's a good chance that they're going to rout in any case. But with this many archers, I think we can bring the enemy forces down pretty quickly. Let's keep my general back, away from the actual fighting. That's their general. You know what? We can actually send them in. Let's try to kill off the enemy general. You might have some use. You do have some spearmen. That's always useful against cavalry. You're not dying as quickly as I wanted you to. Did their general manage to get away? Yep. We're having to deal with those Italian spearmen, but you are more manoeuvrable. Who's back there? Those Muslim archers. Right, Byzantines, you're being chased down by these mailed knights.
We are blessed.
There goes the enemy general.
Dead. We have sent the idiot to hell.
Alright, anyone else we can pick off? Now let's get away from the actual fighting. Get away from those knights. You don't need to be dealing with them. Ah, that was reinforcements there.
Only half the enemy force remains.
You can go and kill them, or try to. We got hung up on those dismounted Norman knights. And you should be firing at them from the rear. Alright, you've broken. All of you go and chase them. And it looks like the mailed knights have also broken.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Why don't you try to chase them down in melee mode? Including you. You've used up all of your ammunition. Let's actually find where you are. Use over here some Italian spearmen. They don't have any support, so they're going to break pretty quickly.
Men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
There's a unit that needs to be chased down. Mailed knights. They do have some ships close by, so we don't want them getting back onto the ships with any of their units.
Praise the Almighty! Our
Right.
enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
We are, don't worry. Stop firing. Stop firing. Go after those. They're probably going to make it across, aren't they? Yeah. It won't be many.
All of
15.
Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Yep. 28 total managed to get away.
No,
Right.
you don't have.
Nope. Okay. Did any of them get away?
Tore them apart, my lord. Admiring the
Nope.
enemy. You want us to let me strike, my lord.
Get back into the settlement and grab some more cavalry. Now, Zagreb, what do we need to do with you? It's your religion. Let's get a priest. And some town militia, garrison, and build another church. How much missile troops do we have? Quite a few. And I would like to clean out these forces from around here.
Orders, number one. Your Majesty. We will engage them honorably, my lord. Blessed Lord, we thank you for this. God will be with us, men.
I'm going to fight it manually.
We shall claim victory in God's name.
And just hit them with every missile unit we have. They should die fairly quickly. We do have some mercenaries that we could sacrifice, but we'll try to hold on to those, as they're actually shot cav. Yep, you're dying very effectively.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Good. Hopefully no friendly fire. Wavering. I want to preserve the units that we have as long as possible.
Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
And speed it up some more.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory
Right.
we have won here today.
Because we're going to try and push out with this force. Ragusa should be okay. We're getting more troops in there. After we take out that Venetian force, we'll send probably all of the cavalry down to recapture Tarazzo, which is likely to fall. In that case, we may as well send our priest up to Ragusa. Okay, you're not very happy now, are you? Right. You can get some ships as your mercenary force. Can we see what's inside that army? 95% chance. Very weak force. Although that's a lot of crossbowmen. Do we have a lot of cavalry? We don't. You know what? those crossbowmen are going to do a lot of damage. Can we even send troops out from here? We can. You should have a priest.
Yes,
We're going to send them out to help.
as my lord wills.
We also...
Catch me.
There's a Venetian spy there. And I'm sure that that rebel force is still sitting outside of there. Who's this? A family member. Right, we're going after you.
God will be with us, man. Talk is cheap.
They may try to join up.
We would see you where to, son.
You can get inside the settlement. I would love to capture Venice, but getting an army over here means facing the Holy Roman Empire and Milan, and also the Papal States, and also Sicily. So let us go and try to capture Halleck.
Yes, my lord.
We could just wait them out, but I want to push on against the Poles as well.
Prepare for battle.
We really do need to start wiping out whole factions, reducing the number of enemies we have to deal with. Right. Get on down to there. And you get on down to there. Actually, you can get even closer. Now there's only 3 enemy units in here. And only one of them can get up onto the actual walls. But I want to kill them before they retreat to the inner sanctum. You're taking a lot of damage. You're getting hit a lot by that tower. At least there's no damage yet. Apparently you're able to target them. Those are dismounted Polish nobles. They're going to do very well.
By the grace of God, our siege towers are at the walls. Our enemy has nowhere to hide now.
Let's try to kill as many with our archers. All right.
Well, the gates have fallen.
Yes, they have. Come on into the settlement as quickly as you can. Get up onto those walls.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Yeah, they're going to retreat. You can still come in and shoot at the enemy. Including our very limited shock cav, melee.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
They're doing pretty good against our spearmen. Let's get some close-ups of those. These are, of course, just mercenaries. Okay, they've broken. That's good. And you are going to have to go back and get the ram. You can't get the siege tower. If you had ladders, you could have. Are they coming out to fight? Yes, they are. Right, let's slow it down. You can engage them.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
You should be getting the ram. Let's take all of you off of skirmish mode. I just want you firing. We might not need those rams.
Glorious heaven above. Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well. Give the
Okay.
dog some wine, and be sure he can see us defeat the rest of his army. Praise the Almighty.
Alright.
Our enemy has
End battle.
all of Christendom will be awed by the
Well, that was definitely worth it, wasn't it? I think we've gained a fortress. Or is that a citadel? I think a fortress.
Victory is ours. The enemy are beaten. Noble Lord, we have
Fortress.
conquered.
We can get 10,000 coin. We're going to do it. We're going to need that money.
Battle will resolve our differences.
Alright.
If it is the fight you wish,
Let's recruit
come closer.
some more cavalry. And we didn't have to do any repair work. Alright, we can get Byzantine guard archers here. Nice. Right, we'll retrain those that we can. And what other work do we need to do? How are you? You have unrest, religious unrest. You're about even though. Corruption. Alright, let's do something about that. Let's get something in here. Public valves. We can now upgrade GU. That's a lot of money to upgrade though, isn't it? That'll probably be worth it. Ran. Let's try to get you to upgrade. And we should do that. You're often under attack. That's not what I wanted. Directly on. Alright. Devastation. Religious unrest. Let's give it a Levitana. And that looks like most of what we can or need to do, except in Ragusa. So, I think we shall leave it there for this episode. We will try to relieve the siege of Vienna in the next episode and try to push out some forces from Ragusa and Zagreb. At least just to hold back these factions that are coming through here, although they are very fond of naval invasions. And let us not forget that we have a almost whole army here. Ah, there's some ships there. Well, let's send you into there. And let's leave it there for right now. So thank you all for watching, and we shall see you later.